Hello, and let's begin with the second last session of the last week. We will talk about CII, that is Confederation of Indian Industry, today. The contents to be covered are Introduction, Confederation of Indian Industry, its purpose, its objectives, key features, the CII offices, its history, functions, the CII trade fairs before concluding. Introduction. CII typically refers to the Confederation of Indian Industry, an association of Indian businesses and industries. Confederation of Indian Industry is 111 years old, premier business association. The Confederation is headquartered in New Delhi. It plays an active role in India's developmental process. With 6,300 organizations as direct members from private and public sectors, including SMEs and MNCs, and 90,000 companies as indirect members from around 336 national and regional sectoral associations, it forms the largest industry congress in India. CII is a non-government, not-for-profit, industry-led and industry-managed organization seeking to play a proactive role in India's development process. The organization works to create and sustain an environment conducive to the growth of industry in India, partnering with industry and government alike through advisory and consultative processes. It plays a significant role in advocating for policies that foster economic growth, competitiveness, and sustainable development. The vision of CII is to be a catalyst towards building India as a developed nation. Mission of CII. It is a one-stop platform for services to industry and society. It is a customer-focused organization of world-class services. It has global thinking and local action, learning and caring organization, and it has a partnership approach. Founded in 1895, the Confederation of Indian Industry is a non-governmental trade organization and lobbying group based in New Delhi, India. CII collaborates with commercial, governmental, intellectual, and other societal leaders to influence global, regional, and industry priorities. It is an organization that requires membership for participation. The Government of India has designated CII as the B20 India Secretariat to oversee the B20 India process during India's G20 presidency in India. During India's G20 presidency in 2023. It closely works as a guardian with government and industries on policy issues, enhancing efficiency and competitiveness, and expanding business opportunities for the Indian and foreign business community. It offers specialized services and global linkages and provides a common platform for consensus building and networking. Over the years, leaders at the helm of CII have proved themselves to be visionary industrialists. They have been able to anticipate changes in the economic environment, identify emerging challenges, and evolve action solutions for development. A unique feature of CII has been a constant reinvention of itself into an institution that today is not only leading industry, but working for the progress of the nation as a whole. The CII Secretariat is headed by the Director General, who oversees the implementation of action agendas and leads the day-to-day management and operation of this vast organization. The purpose of CII. The CII's mission is to create and sustain an environment conducive to the growth of industry in India. It works towards fostering a competitive and innovative business landscape. Major emphasis is laid on projecting a positive image of business assisting industry, identifying and executing corporate citizenship programs. CII undertakes research, interacts with key government officials, and disseminates information through publications, seminars, and events. Their primary goal is to develop Indian industry and to ensure that government and society as a whole understand both the needs of industry and its contribution to the nation's well-being. For this, CII works to identify and strengthen the industry's role in the economic development of the country. CII works to act as a catalyst in bringing about the growth and development of Indian industry. CII works to reinforce the industry's commitment to society. It also works to provide up-to-date information and data to industry and government. CII works to create awareness and support the industry's efforts on quality, environment, energy, management, and consumer protection. CII also works to identify and address the special needs of the small sector to make it more competitive. CII works towards the globalization of Indian industry and integration into the world economy. Since 1995, CII's centenary year has been creating centers of excellence with the objective to meet a huge unmet need of industry and the society at large that can be met through capacity and capability development. Also, to nurture experts who are skilled and trained on state-of-art technologies and who have a long-term focus in building competitiveness in the center and in their stakeholders. The Confederation of Indian Industry Centers of Excellence catalyze and facilitate to create and sustain capabilities and competitiveness of organizations with a view to impact the Indian society through training, consulting, advice, and research to the industry, government in India and overseas. CII Centers of Excellence provide special advisory services that can benefit an organization in public or private sector, large, medium, small, and startups, government departments, financial and educational institutions, and NGOs. These centers of excellence enjoy the trust of their 2,000 plus customers in India and more than 100 international clients. The objectives. The objectives are to promote the interests of Indian industry both domestically and internationally, to facilitate interactions and collaborations between businesses, to advocate for policies that enhance the competitiveness of Indian industries, and to provide a platform for industry dialogue and knowledge sharing. Coming to the key features, the membership of CII. CII represents a diverse range of industries, including manufacturing services and small and medium enterprises, SMEs. It has a wide membership base that includes leading corporations, associations, and individuals. The initiatives. CII undertakes various initiatives, programs, and events to address industry challenges, promote innovation, and contribute to economic development. The policy advocacy. CII actively engages with policymakers and government authorities to advocate for policies that support economic growth, industrial development, and investment. Continuing with the key features, the global outreach. CII collaborates with international counterparts, fostering global partnerships and representing Indian industry on the global stage. The sectoral committees. CII operates through sectoral committees that focus on specific industries or areas, providing a platform for in-depth discussions and initiatives. Conferences and events. CII organizes conferences, seminars, and events on various topics, bringing together industry experts, thought leaders, and policymakers. Economies around the world are aligning themselves to the requirements of rapid globalization. In a global village where market accessibility is no longer a hurdle, the tough part is capturing market shares and retaining them. Only those who have adopted global quality standards, leveraging their intellectual capital, have managed this feat. Guided by this fact, CII has embarked on smarter initiatives that enhance competitiveness of Indian industry by underlining the need for rapid upgradation on parameters like quality, corporate governance, knowledge management, energy efficiency, and environment management. All this not only to increase productivity and profitability, but also to enhance the quality of life of the community. Different divisions and councils of CII develop and undertake new services for the business community and beyond. The CII offices. With 64 offices in India, 9 overseas in Australia and Austria, China, France, Germany, Japan, Singapore, UK, USA, and institutional partnerships with 223 counterpart organizations in 100 countries, CII aims to serve as a reference point for Indian industry and the international business community. The history. CII was established in 1895. The initial partners were 5 engineering firms, all members of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. In the beginning, the name of the organization was Engineering and Iron Trades Association, that is EITA. EITA was set up with the goal of pressurizing the British government to place government orders for iron and steel and engineering goods with companies based in India. The practice at that time was to place government orders with firms based in the UK. The name was subsequently changed to Indian Engineering Association, that is IEA, Engineering Association of India, that is EAI, Association of Indian Engineering Industry, that is AIEI, Confederation of Engineering Industry, that is CEI, and finally to Confederation of Indian Industry in 1992. The functions. CII claims to usher change by working closely with the government on policy issues, enhancing efficiency and competitiveness, and expanding business opportunities for industry through a range of specialized services and global linkages. It also provides a platform for sectoral consensus building and networking. Major emphasis is laid on projecting a positive image of business, assisting the industry in identifying and executing corporate citizenship programs. CII undertakes research, interacts with key government officials, and disseminates information through publications, seminars, and events. Essentially, they lobby for industry and corporates to the government and help in awarding license permits as a main source of income. In the last few years, CII has also stepped up its engagement on a wide range of issues that it identifies as being of national concern and priority. 4 missions and 2 campaigns have been launched on manufacturing innovation, knowledge and skills development, sustainable growth, and inclusive growth. The campaigns are on Brand India and Integrity India. The mission on manufacturing innovation was begun to inculcate innovation as a way of life in Indian business. Global competitiveness is being promoted through global partnerships for learning sessions with leading international practitioners in innovation. The mission on knowledge and skills looks to promote a sustainable framework that would assist industry across sectors in developing knowledge and skills abilities in its workforce to international standards. The mission on sustainable growth proposes to promote and champion sustainable growth in Indian industry without compromising on high and accelerated growth. The mission on inclusive growth facilitates inclusive growth for sustainable and equitable growth. The Bihar project focuses on the Samastipur district, one of the 100 most backward districts. Yet another unique project is the Art Northeast project, an initiative by CII and NEDFI to provide market linkages for handlooms and handicraft products from Northeast. The project has had direct and indirect benefits for 7,100 families. The Rural Business Hubs project is taking off with the institution of many partnerships. 4 RBH pilots projects initiated range from fruits in Nainital, Jatropa cultivation for biodiesel in Haryana to carpet weaving and blue pottery from Rajasthan. Through the Brand India campaign, CII strives to build brand salience for India by positioning it as a globally competitive and sound investment destination and as a reliable partner to do business with. The Integrity India campaign takes on the challenge of working to improve probity in public life by putting the issue of integrity on the front burner. CII Trade Fairs. CII organizes trade fairs to promote Indian industry. Some of the flagship trade fairs are IETF, Auto Expo, Agrotech, IMME, etc. Auto Expo is the largest auto show in Asia. CII has been organizing a biannual trade fair called IETF. CII held the first Indian engineering trade fair in 1975 to showcase the emerging capabilities of the Indian engineering industry. At a time when Indian industry was still at a fledgling stage, the event served to stress its growing capabilities. Today, under its new nomenclature of International Engineering and Technology Fair, that is IETF, with large international participation, covers a wide range of industry sectors under its main umbrella of engineering and technology. Held every 2 years, the fair has expanded to become amongst the largest such events in the Asian region. A wide range of products are exhibited at the show, highlighting the best of quality and standards across a spectrum of industry sectors. Large as well as small companies take part with a special platform for small and medium enterprises. Each IITF includes focus industry sectors for displaying new and emerging trends across subsectors. In the past, focus industry pavilions have included environmental and green products, water and sanitation machinery, safety and security equipment, etc. A number of countries, both developed and developing, turn out in strength to take part in the IETF, setting up dedicated country pavilions to showcase the diverse strengths and capabilities of their manufacturing industries. Each edition of the IETF since 1985 has spotlighted a special partner country as the largest overseas participant, exhibiting products, technologies, and investment opportunities. The event is an occasion for the partner country to engage in bilateral economic partnership with India, and delegations are usually led by a top minister. Cultural events too are hosted by the partner country to give a lighter side to the more serious business of doing business. Over the years, partner countries have included Germany, Japan, South Africa, Italy, and many others. IETF attracts large numbers of top representatives from industry, government, and media from India and overseas. IETF 2007 saw the participation of nearly 55,000 business visitors, including government and business delegates from 24 countries. The IATF offers a one-stop platform to industry members to disseminate information about themselves, learn about others, and interact with other businesses to expand their global presence. Trade fairs organized by CII act as windows to the world, showcasing all that is current and more that could be expected. They serve as effective platforms for technology transfer and business development. The Made in India show has traveled to several countries and is the largest overseas exposition of Indian goods and services. International Engineering and Technology Fair and Auto Expo are two reputed biennial fairs held in Delhi. Other trade fairs cover diverse sectors ranging from biotechnology, information technology, and railways. Conclusion. The Confederation of Indian Industry is a non-governmental, non-profit organization led and governed by industry professionals, aiming to contribute to India's growth actively. The group aims to provide a favorable environment for industrial developments in India by collaborating with both business and government via advisory and consultative procedures. The goals are achieved by adopting a proactive and partnership approach with the government on various national and international issues concerning the Indian economy. It closely interacts on policy issues at both the central and state levels. Extensive dialogue and interaction with members and all sections of the community to build consensus are ahead. India's economy is a mirror image of our pluralistic, democratic polity and is marked by heterogeneity of both character and scale. Policy related to one industry is more than likely to have an impact on several others in a domino-like effect. The clear strategy here is to manage complementary and conflicting interests to the benefit of all concerned sectors.